Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome back to Arcadia's Fallen. Let's just get right back into it, shall we? We've definitely made some interesting progress with trying to see how far we actually get. We just started chapter 5. You all meet up in the library the next morning, rested and happy about your victory. We did it, folks. We saved Quentin and Kim and sealed away another demon.
So,
with these demon souls gathered, we should have enough power to fix the tear in the seal. That is, once I'm done making adjustments to the locket. What is this, Anne? You're not done yet? Didn't think you'd be the bottleneck here. It's because you people keep dragging me off all these dangerous missions. That's it, I'm gonna into research mode. You won't see me until I'm done.
You know,
you should take care of yourself as well. Pulling all-nighters can't be healthy. I'll sleep for a month when I get back to the academy. I applaud your ambition, Anne, but you're no use to us if you keel over from overwork. After Woman's defeat yesterday, I believe you have a chance to work in peace, at least for a while. Just please take care of yourself. Just please remember to pace yourself, Anne. Fine, if you say so.
Hear me out.
If we're going to wait for Anne to finish up the locket, do you think we should go to that flower festival everyone's talking about? It sounds so lovely. Flower festival?
well, isn't this neat?
It's a local celebration. Let the townsfolk dance and get drunk in town, then wander in the woods to catch an enemy's bloom.
How curious.
Fascinating. Maybe something a little less public?
About that.
Perhaps we can find a way to celebrate that isn't quite so public. It'll be very difficult for us not to attract attention at the festival.
Oh.
That is a fair point.
Look,
Don't let that get you down, Mime. Perhaps we can find some other way to celebrate.
Well,
I mean, there's a meadow in the forest not too far away where the people don't go. Will you go with me, Caden, to make flower crowns?
huh?
Flower crowns? I'm not sure. Alright, I'll make some for everyone.
Oh, this'll be good.
I'm not sure you know what you got yourself into, Caden, my friends. Mercy.
Look,
Right, if you're done. Victoria stick glares, but the stare holds little heat. In fact, one could even say she looks amused.
this is the plan.
Let's not forget the mission ahead. And you'll continue developing the spirit locket. The rest of you try, for ethereal's sake, to try and keep a low profile for a day.
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Caden. I want to go right away.
Why would you?
Sure, okay.
Those idiots.
We're all doomed. Everyone agrees and then leaves to go about their own business. But before you go, Michael taps you on the shoulder.
How curious.
Might have a good idea for how to give Mime the festival experience without Victoria blowing a blood vessel. I'll fill you in later, okay? He winks and walks off. What was that about?
You know, Victoria, with my invisibility spell, I could really help you out with gathering information. If you want to know what some sketchy people are discussing, I could just sneak in and...
No, Mime.
But...
I'm not trusting you with something as dangerous as that. Knowing you, you'd trip over yourself on the way and reveal yourself.
that...
It would be dangerous if you got caught on your own like that. You better stick close so I can keep you safe. Got it?
Aw,
Victoria...
Now, let's get back to it.
that's
Okay.
sweet.
Right.
Let's see. Going to the Ivy Woods. You go and search for Mime and Caden at the meadow a little way out of town. It's been left fallow to the rest of the soil for another season, and the ground is engulfed with wildflowers.
And then you wrap the ends around like this to lock the knot in place. Careful. You don't want to accidentally snap the stem.
You find the pair seated within the tall grass, the former busily teaching the later how to properly braid a flower crown.
That's easy for you to say. These things are very delicate.
Nah, it's just your hands that are too big. Hi, you here to help as well?
Looks like you're having fun.
Looks like the two of you are having fun.
Fun is a relative concept.
Don't be like that. I've seen you smiling several times during this, so it can't be that bad.
I'm still struggling a little with the purpose of this exercise. I understand that you make these wreaths for aesthetic reasons, but won't the flowers just wilt?
Well, sure, but until they do, they look really cute.
Something pretty until it wilts, huh? What an odd form of art.
Isn't all art odd?
When you think about it, isn't all art kind of odd?
Well, the need to express yourself is part of being human, but the mediums are quite different. My people have a rich art culture, but nothing like this. The materials used are always permanent. Statues or glass figurines. Jewelry cut from precious stones or metals. It's all designed to last forever. Something to leave behind that others might remember you by.
I kind of agree with this concept that I want to be remembered. Because it's like, if people don't remember me, then did I even leave an impact? I might have impacted those around me, but I want to leave something that can impact everyone.
Spending time making something like this brittle thing, knowing full well it's temporary. I quite like it.
Really? I'm glad, because we still got a few more to go for making enough for everyone.
I see.
I'll give you a hand.
Why don't I give you a hand?
That would be most appreciated.
You sit down yourself among the wildflowers, and together the three of you get to work wreathing reefs. Many attempts and mistakes later, you are starting to have a nice collection of finished flower crowns. Mime has run off to fetch more flowers, leaving you and Caden alone in the little nest of grass you've built. You sit in silence for a while. Caden looks like he's in a deep in thought, and finally puts down the wreath with a frustrated sigh.
Now that we are alone, I needed to talk to you about something.
Put a flower crown on his head. You lean in and place the flower crown on top of Caden's white hair, making him freeze in surprise.
What?
You looked way too serious. Lighten up, Caden.
But I can't. When every time I close my eyes, I see you fall again. When we were fighting Ronan, you put yourself so easily in harm's way.
Is the scarf around his stomach new, or is that I completely forget that it's been there.
I saw the light leave your eyes for a moment, and it scared me to my core. It drives me insane, thinking that in that moment, you could have been gone, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even tell you how much I care about you.
I care for you too. You look down shyly, fidgeting with your
I care about you too, Caden.
You do?
You nod, too embarrassed to look up to see his reaction. Then a warm hand lifts your chin and your eyes meet his, burning embers staring back.
Can I?
His eyes flicker to your lips. I'll be the one to do this. You lean in to kiss him. He pulls you closer and your hands sink on his shirts. His touch is so gentle, like he's afraid he might shadow like a dream in his arms. When you pull apart, his eyes are staring down at you with awe and adoration.
Hi, you two. I found a bunch more flowers for us.
The two of you freeze at the sound of Mime skipping close and quickly pull apart, straightening yourselves as the spirit flops down in the grass beside you. She tilts her head, immediately sensing something's off.
Is everything okay?
Everything's just perfect, Mime. Don't you worry.
I have the biggest grin on my face right now. You feel Caden's hand give you a warm squeeze and you share a smile. Mime shrugs, accepting that answer, and the three of you continue your work on the flower crowns, with you and Caden just sitting a little bit closer together.
Here you go, Caden.
A list? I don't understand. What is this, Mime?
I wrote down all the places you should go visit in town once the demons are gone. The bakery is an obvious one. Also, the town square at twilight looks really pretty. And there's this bridge over the brook. If you climb down underneath, you can watch these tiny fish swim upstream and...
But, Mime, I thought you were going to show all these places to me.
Aww,
I would love to,
so
but
sweet.
you've seemed a bit uncomfortable around me lately, so I figured you'd rather go alone.
Mime, I'm sorry.
I thought I told you to stop apologizing already.
I know, and I'm going to try harder at forgiving myself. So, save your list, okay? I want you to be the one showing me around.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
That's sweet. What do you have to say for yourself? You find Michael in the Forgotten Library.
Welcome. How are you feeling? That was quite the impressive magic you performed yesterday. I must admit, I'm still struggling to understand exactly what happened.
My magic is not to be understood.
I don't think my magic wants to be understood. It would much rather remain an enigma to us all.
I can empathize with that. You did a good thing for that kid yesterday. Even if I'll never agree with the decision to send him off to the academy.
It was for the best.
It was the best outcome given the situation.
I know. Even if I detest logic, sometimes we have to follow it. The academy will probably be the safest place for him from now on. He doesn't strike me as the type who'd survive on the road alone for very long. Even I had help in the beginning.
I thought you were all powerful.
And here I thought you were supposed to be some all-powerful magician.
Well, I am, obviously. But I was a child once, too. I don't remember much from the cleansing. I must have been 5 or younger when it happened. I remember the screaming and the flames. And then from the ashes, someone hauled me up into the sun. A new life. The Empire would never admit it. But there are many mages living under their noses across the land. Powerful mages who stay out of the way of non-magi humans. Some of these fancy themselves collectors of sorts, scouring the earth for talented individuals to recruit. That's what happened to me. I was brought into a guild of spellcasters who raised and educated me, trained me to become a force of nature. Would you believe me if I told you once upon a time I had ambitions to change the world?
It's not too hard to
Your self-deprecating humor is failing you, Michael. It's not that hard to imagine.
Really? What do you know? I thought if I just became powerful enough, if I studied and trained harder than any mage before me, then I could be the one to change things. I learned soon enough how ridiculous that idea was. I left the guild. They didn't share my grand vision of reform, and arrogant as I was, I didn't think I needed them. So I left, and I learned. And the more I knew, the more I was lost. The more you know about the world, the more insignificant your own existence becomes. As you realize, the world is a rolling boulder, and we are ants in its path. Yet I came here, fueled by my own morbid sense of curiosity. One last grand attempt of the genius who wanted to change the world. I didn't expect to succeed, to survive. And then I met you. You are possibly the most perplexing individual I have ever met. You took an already absurd world and turned it on its head. But even so, I'm grateful for our time together.
You're a good friend, Michael.
I'm grateful for your friendship as well, Michael. Thank you for sticking this out with me.
Anytime, my friend. Though, I'd prefer to take a short break in between our next world-saving adventure. Maybe next time, we can deal with something less life-threatening like bandits, pirates, maybe a dragon.
Looking forward to
Searching the continent for non-existent dragons sounds good to me.
Then that's a deal, my friend. That's a deal.
When all of this is done, Michael, where do you plan to go?
It's not like you, Anne, to ask questions you already know the answers to. I'll be back on the road, obviously. Living the good life while hiding from the hunters.
You know, once I become a professor, I'll have a say in student enrollment. We could...
Let me stop you right there, Anne. You know as well as I that I'm not really cut out for schoolwork.
But
Aw, are you perhaps worried about me?
you absolute dimwit, Michael. Could you be serious for just one bloody second of your life? With everything that's happened, you and I both know things won't be the same. Victoria can only pull so many strings with the Knights. You are going to be on the run from them for the rest of your life, wandering aimlessly with no goal or purpose.
So that's what this is about? Thank you, Anne, for your kindness. You and I, our goals couldn't be any more different, but I promise you, I will never wander without purpose. Just as your academy is your home, the road is mine. I will be happy. I promise you.
You better. Otherwise, I'll track you down and force you to enroll in one of my classes, and I won't go easy on the homework.
Noted.
That's sweet. That really is adorable. I'm glad people are growing. Visit Anne.
If you're here for Anne, she went out a moment ago. You can probably find her out behind the shop.
Anne outside.
Anne's outside?
Go see for yourself.
You walk around to the back of the flower shop and not only find the mage, but our furry guest too.
Here you go, Mercury. Leftover chicken from dinner. Enjoy.
A grey cat purrs and writhes around Anne's feet as the mage places down a plate of food. It eagerly chomps down the treat as you watch it with a gentle smile.
You're welcome as always.
So you're a cat person.
Oh, so you're a cat person. I had no idea.
Anne jump started making the Kinemue in protest.
You? Why are you here? I haven't called for you yet. Or have I?
Just wanted to see you.
I just came by to see how you were doing. I'm glad to see you're making time for a break.
I am capable of doing things other than work, you know. If it catches my interest, that is. I was just taking a moment to feed Mercury. We're not allowed to have pets at the academy, so once I go back, I'll have to leave him behind. He'll be fine, of course. Judging by his size, I'd say I'm far from the only one feeding him. But I am going to miss our break times.
has its perks.
I'm glad to see you've discovered some bright sides of living here.
Yeah.
I'll admit it's not quite as big of a nightmare as I'd imagined. You know, when I came here, I was fully prepared to hunker down and get some research done so I could return. I didn't expect to end up enjoying myself quite as much as I have. It's been a pleasure working with you. You've been a most fascinating guinea pig.
You give the best of compliments.
I've gotta hand it to you, Anne. No one gives unique compliments quite the way you do.
Compliments? I'm merely stating a fact.
Mercury makes a purring sound and rubs Kit's auntie until she relents and pets him behind the...
You know what? Maybe I will bring him back to the academy with me. The rule against pets is silly anyway. I'm sure cats in the library would tremendously decrease the students' stress levels.
I agree.
I'm sure Mercury would fit right in among the students.
Right? I might have to keep them from feeding him too many treats, though.
So Quinn sent me to tell you that they have tea ready inside, and... Is that a kitten?
You and Anne share an amused look as Kim rushes out to coo and pet the cat. Seems like the tea will have to wait a bit.
Hey, Anne. Are you doing all right? You're looking a bit tired. Should we get you another coffee?
I don't understand, do you, Mime?
Huh?
You're a spirit and I'm a mage. I've treated you like an expendable research project, and yet you still keep being nice to me. Why?
Well, I suppose I just prefer being nice to people. Maybe it's a spirit thing.
No, Mime. I think this is all just you. I suppose I was rather stupid to assume all spirits would be like the ones I studied at the academy. And, sure, let's take a break later and have some coffee together.
Really? Okay, that sounds lovely.
I'm glad people are getting to know each other. The flower shop is closed, so you step around the back to go inside, finding Quinn and Kim hunched over our potted plants. The young mage's face is scrunched up in concentration as Quinn guides him through some steps.
Don't force the magic, Kim. Flowers are gentle. They need encouragement, not pressure.
So I should cheer for the flower?
If that helps you focus on the encouraging energy, then yes, absolutely.
Okay, then. Come on, flower. You've got this.
A small blue flower opens its petals and Kim's eyes widen in amazement.
I did it?
Cheering on others can sometimes help you cheer on yourself. Don't forget that. If you ever doubt yourself, then speak the words out loud.
Quinn is a great teacher.
Say that you can do it. Because even if you don't believe it at first, if you keep cheering yourself on, eventually it will stick.
I'll try to remember that.
I'm glad. Now, go on. Put this guy back out in the shop.
Right.
Quinn turns to you.
Ah, hello. You have good timing.
He's making progress.
He's making great progress already.
He really is. Given how he's been repressing his magic until now, it's quite amazing how fast he's learning. No doubt he will turn into quite the powerful mage one day. With his help, I finally finished my spell to restore the forest.
Yay, I'm glad you were able to do that, Quinn.
It will take a while for nature to properly return, but it is a step in the right direction.
I'm glad.
That is such a relief. I'm sure Mime will be happy to hear it.
She and the rest of Anemone Valley, I'm sure. There's something about scars like that. They keep people from moving on. Hopefully, this will be a way for the people here to start healing. I couldn't have done it without your help, though. Thanks to you, I could finally use my training for something with a great purpose. I'm looking forward to celebrating with all of you tonight.
You once called me soft, Anne.
And I still stand by that statement.
I figured. But I've realized lately, you're quite soft yourself, are you not? You might seem cold and focused on your work, but you care for your friends fiercely. If that's what it means to be soft, then I don't think I mind.
Oh, that? It wasn't meant as an insult, you know. I much prefer that people show their true selves instead of hiding behind a fake tough persona.
But you said, you compared me to Victoria, then said I was nothing like her.
Well, Victoria is an outlier, obviously. She's just genuinely tough. There's no reason for her to fake it.
I suppose you're right about that.
Are you ready to meet up with everyone for the flower festival? I'll go find Victoria first. And the shop's been repaired. Finally. You find Victoria in the alchemy shop, sharpening her sword while looking deep in thought.
I see you're making the rounds. You've fallen into the role of leadership quite comfortably. If things were different, you might have done well as a knight.
We all did.
It was a team effort. We all played our part in making this possible.
Of course that would be your answer. I can see the question in your eyes, so before you ask, I'll cut straight to the point. I'm doing fine. Well, that's maybe a bit much. I'm still not comfortable that we didn't follow the proper protocol, but the result speaks for itself. Once Anne finishes the locket and we seal the demons away for good, I will brief Alethea about the situation and things will be resolved properly.
I'm sure she'll understand.
I see.
What you did is necessary.
She was the one who wanted to keep it quiet. I don't believe she can complain about the result. When I get back to Eridus, the real work will begin for me. Goldner needs to pay for the damage he's caused. I have the evidence I need, and I will be sure to pursue anyone else involved in this scandal. This won't happen again.
Just be careful.
This is...
He seems the type to carry a grudge.
He can try.
Victoria continues sharpening her sword, the rough but precise movements making sparks dance along the edge. Okay, out with it.
So...
Something's obviously wrong.
Don't order me around. We need to talk about what happened last night. You jumped into that fight without any preparation, casting a spell that you had no idea how it worked, completely disregarding your own safety.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I worried you, Victoria.
I'm not worried, I'm furious. I can't believe you would be that reckless. You are my friend. An annoying, careless, and stupid friend, but a friend nonetheless. I don't want to see you hurt. So, in the future, just be more careful, will you?
I can try.
I'll give it a try. For you.
Thank you.
Miss Elizabeth, to see if she has anything to say.
Welcome back.
You're here just in time. The new alchemy table just arrived. Isn't it beautiful? Looks like the shop will be back to its old self soon. That's lovely.
That's great.
I'm sure you're eager to get back to brewing yourself again.
I appreciate it.
I do miss you standing by the table myself. However, during this time, these old feet have also come to appreciate sitting on the sidelines.
I wonder.
This holiday has made me consider that it might be time for me to retire. You you've grown so much during this time. There's nothing left for me to teach you. It was always my wish that you would take over the shop once you're ready. I think it might be that time. Press Elizabeth. Aww. I'm honored. I'd be honored too, Elizabeth, if you think I'm ready. I'm glad you think it that way. It warms this old woman's heart to know that you'll use what I taught you well.
Let's try that again.
But forgive this old woman's musings. It isn't something you need to worry about now. You still have to bring this matter of the demons to a close, and after that we need to unbind you and mime somehow. Anything else, including the future of the shop, comes second to that.
Bye.
Very well.
Ready to meet up with everyone in the Flower Festival? Attend the Flower Festival. I've chatted with everyone. I'm ready.
That seems odd.
But I actually think I'll save the Flower Festival for next time. So with that, I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path, forever they might lead you into the future. Goodbye, everybody.